Beelzebub, Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Satanas, Lucifer.
Orakai. It has been days since Orakai arrived at the Conclave. For the Conclave of Halrua pulled you back from Death's Veil. Resurrection left you scarred, flesh mended, but your soul diminished. A hollowness lingered within. The mages tended to your broken form, but it was another gentle hand that guided your recovery. Juniper, a halfling druid of some renown. Her care rooted you in this world once more, in the waking world. For Orakai, the return to the waking world has been disorienting. You have spent these days acclimating to the surface, to the desert winds, the spires of the city of Halrua, and the ever-watchful eyes of the saviors throughout. Juniper, your presence here is no accident either. The Conclave has long watched your deeds, intrigued by your talents and the respect you've earned. When they called, you answered, though your heart, too, bears a wound that has Asmodeus carved deep. Both of you now find yourselves woven into the Conclave's plans. For both of you, the Lord of the Nine Hells is no mere tale. Asmodeus sought your souls, and when denied, turned his malice upon these dearest to you. Whether by pact or blade, his designs left you bereft of a soul. You've sought ways to get it back ever since. Every lead you've chased has crumbled, every whisper of Hell's Gates proven false. Hope has dwindled, until now. You stand in the shadowed pavilion before Zython of the Conclave of Halrua. His strange third eye gleams as he works his magic. Though austere, his reputation for foresight has proved unmatched. A month ago, you received a letter from Zython inviting you to the city of Halrua. He has claimed to have a lucrative proposition for you, something that might bring back the soul that has been lost to you. Halrua rarely meddles abroad, but Zython has foreseen a threat too dire to ignore. So the two of you watch as Zython passes a hand over the crystal ball in front of him, and suddenly you see cruel flames and strange figures moving within. The flames in the crystal ball are sort of overtaken by this pitch black darkness, and from within, cold eyes glare out from the void. And Zython speaks. Through the power of divination, I have discovered that the Lord of the Nine Hells, Asmodeus, will very soon unleash a terrible evil, a soul that will We shall call the Unmaker henceforth. To prevent the return of the Unmaker, this disaster, I beseech you to join others, adventurers such as yourselves of your caliber, to travel to the Nine Hells, track down the Unmaker, and perform a ritual the Conclave has prepared to destroy him. To aid you in this task, we will use our powers to reveal the locations of a powerful series of magical items hidden throughout the Nine Hells. You watch as the crystal ball shows like a series of objects wreathed in fire. There's like a blooming staff entwined with nature's power, among other artifacts. The Nine Hells are full of dangers, and you know well the conniving schemes of Asmodeus. As you travel through the Nine, you may have the opportunity to restore those souls that were taken from you. Zython passes his hand over the crystal again, and the images within fade away. This task is perilous, but the fate of many rests upon it. You will not go alone. There is a cleric of Kelimvor already deep in hell, an expert who has aided others before you. When you are ready, I will take you to him. And he turns his eyes to you. What does... Let's start with our halfling adventure here. What does Juniper do in this moment?
She kind of fiddles with the thing behind her ear and says, well, I'll be down there. I'll help you with your thing, and I'll bring my son back safe. And she looks over to Orakai and says, you coming too?
That's the best chance we have.
I did not hear a word of that. I'm so sorry. I'm too low down here.
Can you hear me now?
You're kind of cutting out, but yeah.
Seems like the best chance we have, Mordecai says.
Indeed. Shall we find this cleric you speak of?
All in good time.
Mordecai nods.
I suppose you would be wondering where these souls are located for you to find them. Zython's strange third eye opens, its pupil gleaming like that shard of emerald glass. You should know this much. Your query is not beyond my sight. The strands of fate tangle, but some truths shine through the weave. Once more, the crystal before him clouds, then flares with colors unnatural. Within the visions, you glimpse shapes, vast landscapes of torment and ruin. Juniper, your son's soul lies sealed in a phylactery. I see fire without end. They call this place the Elemental Preserve, hidden within Phlegathos, the fourth layer of hell. There his essence is bound.
I'll tell you what, he's grounded when he gets home. Thank you.
The image wavers. Frost creeps across the crystal surface. Orakai. The oars is deeper still. A vault of grief. This place is Kenya, the eighth layer. I see chains frozen to stone, and your soul bound in silence within the sorrow mine.
Mind of exactly.
The vision collapse, leaving only the faint shimmer of green fire around Zythan's third eye. He regards the two of you gravely and says, I cannot say how these places may be reached, nor what guardians you will face. I see only weal and woe in equal measure. And with that he raises his hand over the crystal sphere. His powers begin to gather, the pavilion walls trembling as if they too dread what comes next. And the air folds in on itself, green fire burning through the weave. The two of you feel a tug, first a pull at your stomach, then the light of Halrua vanishes, replaced by choking heat and the stench of brimstone. When the haze settles and clears, you too stand amid a hellish wasteland. There's a small camp set up nearby, some distance ahead past the crags of hellish soil and greenish mist. Around this campfire are gathered 3 adventurers and a gaunt priest in ash-grey vestments. The priest turns to you all at your arrival. Ko Tom's voice is solemn but welcoming. More lost souls join the pilgrimage. Good. We will need each other here. I suppose now will be a good moment as ever for the rest of the party to introduce themselves to these new arrivals. I will let you guys take that away at your own leisure. What do you do?
I'll stand up quickly and be like, halt, who goes there?
Oh, you're a tall one, aren't you?
Oh, I know you, Orakai. Wow, we haven't seen each other in some time.
Huh?
How?
In a while.
Why would you come here? It's pretty hellish.
I have to retrieve us.
Oh, we're in similar company then. I think all of us have a soul we're going for in addition to this quest from the Conclave. I don't think we've met. She'll reach a hand out to Juniper. I'm Amber Weston Whitaker. Some people know me as the Lich Slayer of Waterdeep, but you can just call me Amber.
Pleasure to meet you, Amber. My name's Juniper. I guess thanks for joining me, letting me join you, I guess.
I think I've heard of you. Welcome to our motley band.
We're all on
And
this
I will,
together.
I'll reach out and offer my hand to each of them.
Juniper reaches out and
Orakai
just
takes.
holds his thumb. Just to shake it.
Orakai does shake his hand, giving a very polite but distant smile.
Haven't heard your folks' names though. She turns to the other two.
I am Kael of the Emberwind. You can just call me Kael.
I'm Marcela. It's a good time that you arrived. We just found the location where the soul of his familiar is around. And I point at Kale. And the wasteland behind us.
Well, our timing couldn't be more perfect then.
For those who don't know, I'm Orakai Sombra, although just call me.
Can you say that again? I didn't quite catch your name.
Orakai Sombra, although I just call me Orakai.
I will. We are here on a side diversion. The soul of my adoptive mother is being kept in a phylactery in this hellscape, and we're going to go get it.
All right, anything we should know?
Before you stands a priest. By his vestments and symbology, you recognize him to be that of the god of death, Kilimvor. The priest wears this golden mask with green gems embedded in it, sort of like multiple eyes, almost insect-like. It's an eerie sight, but the voice is comforting. Solemnly, he looks, eyes fixed on the green haze crawling over the basin below, and gestures toward the choked mire stretching on for miles in front of the group. Do you see it? The mud of the slough. It is demonic blood poured out in such endless torrents that the land itself drowned beneath it. The armies of hell fought ankle-deep, then knee-deep, until every step was mired in that festering echo. Even now, it hasn't seeped away. The abyss lingers here, and we're about to descend to this place even devils dare not tread. There are many treasures to be found, should you risk it. But the longer we stay here, the more we risk our flesh warping with the chaos within this place.
Then let's continue down.
Not so fast. We need to take some measures against the chaos down there. They said that's full of demon blood and could change us beyond recognition.
Yes, we were given, and I hold up the vial of, what was it called again?
Condensed order.
Yeah, the vial of condensed order, and we were told that this would protect us from the harsh effects of the land that we're going.
How many of those you got?
We have 4.
That's gonna be a problem. I mean, I've always been partial to chaos, but I can tell you firsthand it's deadly.
Do you think it would make a difference if I was sitting on that guy's shoulder? And she points to Kale. Maybe
I
I wouldn't
wish.
need it. You could just drink it.
I doubt it. I think it's like a mental affliction.
Mm.
The frog-faced, greasy-skinned devil standing nearby, looking alongside the priest over the edge. Shifts in his crimson robes. You can hear the clinking of glass within them. Actually, the effect is quite physical, though it does affect the mind in certain ways. The shock of it is something most mortals don't deal with well. Should you require more vials, I have more available.
What would we need to do to get these vials?
I am looking for an artifact, he explains, describing to you what he calls, by a simple term, a horn, a device allowing devilkind to eavesdrop on demon communication throughout the hells, a much sought piece of treasure in the Blood War. This horn is located in a place down there in the basin below, in a place called the Canyon Trove, which he has so belightfully marked on your maps earlier. In exchange for this artifact to be brought back to him, he offers these vials of condensed order, 1 vial for each of members of the party, for you to carry out this task successfully. Should you retrieve the horn for him, he also made a small bargain with the party for 10 precious soul coins in exchange.
An interesting offer. I do accept. And she reaches out for a bottle.
The vial is made of glass or glass-like material, transparent, colorless. Within you see is a powder of silvery substance, almost like shredded clear sand or silver ore in fine powder form that seems to glisten when you shake the vial.
Very pretty.
Wow.
With that out of the way, as you guys plan to navigate the basin, you have the map provided to you of the war slough, as well as a couple landmarks you've marked yourselves. Travel pace usually covers 3 miles every hour of travel. Whoever wishes to navigate and aid in navigation, sort of leading the group here, can go ahead and give me a survival check as you pick a location to go to. What do you wish to do?
Our intention is to go to the canyon Trove, find the horn, and then move north to the Icar Lake to find my Toma's phylactery, and then we'll move north and exit the valley, this cursed place.
All right, that plan works for me.
Sounds solid. Let's go.
I will grab my stuff, put on my pack.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not the most skilled navigator. So if anybody is good at finding their way through hills and stuff like this, you should totally take the lead.
I agree. I'm not particularly skilled at navigation.
My wife is usually the navigator. I can't find my way out of a wet paper bag.
Could do it, but I'm not super skilled.
I guess Marcella had to step away.
Yeah, I think so.
Marcella fainted. Give her a sec.
Just checking.
It-
Can you guys hear me?
Check her pulse,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay, good.
We it is very hot. I understand, and I'll fan Marcella to try to keep them comfortable.
Does anybody other than the player not at the table wish to help the party navigate to your next point of interest?
I will try to give my input.
Kaila
Just
the
somebody
Emperor
make the
Wells
check.
Uh-oh.
attempts to navigate foreign lands. I'm gonna go ahead and roll me a percentile die. Wonderful. So, as you guys descend down toward the Canyon Trove, heading in this direction, an hour worth of travel puts you here. By a miracle, this close to the rim of the crater, you're able to sort of count the towers, navigate, orient yourself in this confusing landscape. Now and then you pass mighty shadows of fiendish creatures that seem to be slumbering throughout the fog here. From the Eker Lakes, you see massive black-scaled tentacles with mouths instead of suckers. They seem to writhe out of these lakes in and out. At hour's end, as you guys travel, can I get everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw at advantage, please?
Whoa.
Hooray. 17.
23, 17, and I'll just wait for the rest. Gonna roll my dice here. You, Kayil, with your navigatory skills, as limited as they are, still can feel the ground beneath your feet shudder with vibrations as if something massive and subterranean is moving beneath your feet. It's getting more intense. The crystal-like...
I will don my shield, activate it, and prepare for battle.
With my constitution.
Abby, it is perhaps a good practice, Abby, for you to speak close to your mic, because your max sensitivity and gain settings don't really pick up whatever is in the center of the room, but they do pick up your voice when you're speaking close to the mic.
Yeah, can you pick it up now, or do
Yes.
you, because I'm using the mic of my headphones. Oh, right.
I advise
It's
everybody
pretty choppy.
to test out your mics before you join sessions to make sure that your playback is correct. But if you speak with your mic right to your mouth, it should be fine.
My mic was working fine earlier, so it's nice that it's not at the moment. Sorry.
It is what it is. As Kayil prepares for battle, drawing forth his shield, the rest of you see the ground shudder as dust rises. About, estimate half a mile northward by the rising cliffs, you see a gargantuan worm-like creature, purple-scaled in color, rise from beneath the ground and sort of fly through the air as it bursts throughout the ground in a large arc, and then descend down the arc back toward the ground with a mighty worm-like roar. And as it impacts the ground, you can feel the shudder even from this distance. Its sheer length as it works the arc, it's gargantuan in size, leaving behind in its wake these crumbling tunnels as it disappears from view. This creature has not detected you, or perhaps is pursuing something much more larger and satisfying as prey. As you would continue on your journey, having seen this, does anybody else wish to take over navigation, or do we proceed with Kayil's role?
I proceed with Kael.
Okay.
Lead us onwards, Kyo.
Onwards.
I was like, that was a close one. Wow.
With a navigatory rule of 4, with also the encounter roll I made, you guys, should you choose to, can stealth past any risks that might come in your way. You do not encounter any ambushes or anything directly in your path, and you can make a direct line toward your destination. However, for being so low compared to the sea, I'm going to say it takes you guys an extra hour to sort of just try and meander, wind through this landscape, find your orientation to the point where you estimate 5 hours have passed since you first left the initial rim tower all the way back there.
Whoa.
No.
But, with that said, you arrive at Canyon Trove, where a vast and twisted battlefield extends before you. cleaved in two by massive canyon. Whether the canyon exists before the great fray that has happened here or arose because of it, you cannot ascertain. But you do spot from here a trail paved in corpses descends into the canyon.
Well, that looks welcoming.
We don't have time to ask for a welcome in, so and Amber will start down into the canyon.
Fair enough.
Kale's right next to her.
Mordecai follows.
Unless you wish to do anything else, those of you who want to search for your quarry, the treasure, each hour the characters here can make a wisdom survival check to search for clues that might lead you to the treasure you seek.
Can I just approach Juniper while we're exploring?
Absolutely.
Amber will say, Juniper, I'm so happy to meet you. You seem really kind. I just wanted to offer, especially given how long this first leg took us, to kind of offer you a little bit of defense. And if Juniper allows it, Amber can cast Death Ward on her.
Oh, Deathward, that's so kind. You know what? Bless you. Thank you.
My pleasure. I just think, I don't know, you have like this like maternal energy, and so I feel like if anyone needs to bounce back, it would be you.
Well, I mean, mother of three, but it's not like I'm their only parent, you know.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, do you have, okay, sorry, we have a mission to do, but I'd love to see portraits sometime. I want to hear what they're into. Let's talk next time we can stop. But until then, hopefully we don't even need this, but just in case.
I mean, feel free to talk 5
It
hours.
never hurts to be... It never hurts to be cautious, dear.
Okay. All right, Amber will look for the horn. What was the check you said?
Survival to try and find clues of where this item might be. Just looking around your
I
environment.
will also look for the horn.
So if you one character rules, if you want to give a help action, you can absolutely. But just as a good practice, we don't dogpile on one check because otherwise rules don't mean anything. So
True.
I'll take the help action then.
sure.
I think Kyle beat me to it, so I'll let
Well,
that
you
ride.
announced it out loud, and I need people to talk to me again.
Okay.
I'm not looking at chat till I see the rule results. So
Okay.
go for a
I'll
second
take
roll.
the help action then if that's all good. Well,
It's
great. Yeah, for sure.
It is what it is. Alrighty then. As you're searching around, there will be failure. Okay. So Carrie, your character's attention is drawn by a voice from a nearby pile of corpses by the trail.
She will go check it out.
Closer. I sense you. Come closer.
I don't want to get too close. All due respect to the dead, but you're kind of like yucky and like a little decomposed. But like I can hear you from here.
Beneath the corpses, I am very much alive.
Oh, well, why'd you put yourself under a bunch of corpses? And she'll like push some aside with her shoe.
Bone cracks as it falls aside. Beneath.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. That's what she's doing while she moves them.
Beneath the cadavers, you find an ancient, sentient, seemingly, artifact of the Blood War. It looks like a circlet of blackened bronze and iron thorns, wrought into the shape of laurels. The leaves glisten as if slick with blood, their veins glowing faintly with that ember light. That's where the voice seems to be coming from.
She'll reach out and like poke it with a finger, just the tip of her like nail.
Mortal touch at last. It has been eons. As you touch it and nudge it, it feels weightless. The air around it grows heavy with the scent of smoke, iron, an old battlefield ash sort of smell. And it continues to whisper to you, promising to give you great power in a form of rage.
Rage. Whoa. You know, I know someone who would love a little rage, a little boost to the rage. Kyle, come here. Look what I found. And she'll beckon him over.
Such brawn, says the circlet of laurels.
He's pretty beefy.
What did you find?
It was like talking to me from under the corpses and is talking yada yada power, yada yada strength, yada yada rage. And I feel like when we were fighting that priest that got possessed, you were like so mad. It was like powering you. And so I thought, I don't know if you were interested, but also it's like hell. So, you know.
I don't typically get particularly bad. I'm more focused when I fight.
I think a
But
composed rage is even scarier than a chaotic rage. In a good way, since we're friends, but like also in a scary way for bad people.
I don't know. It said it
Well, I
talked to
touched
you?
it and I touched it and it didn't like kill me immediately. So I mean, you could like, there's not a ton I can do to like investigate it much more, but
I'll poke it with my glaive.
You tease us so with your minute touch. Adorn thine head in our power. Such magnificent power we promise.
I don't
power's
know.
pretty exciting when we're going up against devils. I don't know.
My Toma always warned me against gifts from strangers. Promises.
And where is she now?
That's none of your damn business. Then I walk away.
Fair enough.
Well, I tried. I don't know. It's always a bummer when you set your friends up and it doesn't really work out.
I concur. He
As I'm
doesn't
walking
see.
away, I do appreciate the thought.
What about you, Carrie? What about your character? What about what does she think about this?
The power is interesting, but the rage is scary. I'm not like an angry guy.
Hmm.
You might get the sense from Kael that he doesn't like being very angry, and he's kind of afraid of it.
Do you leave the artifact of the Blood War where it lies?
Artifact, I think that the perfect person is out there for you. I just don't think it's me because, in my opinion, anyone worthy of respect doesn't induce rage. I don't think that fear is a mechanism for power, not real power. So I believe in you, and I'm just gonna lay this corpse back over you. It seems really cozy and warm. And she like nudges a skeleton back over it and
Okay.
leaves.
Your search for the horn continues. Let's have another party member try their luck at that survival check to search for clues that might lead you to the treasure you seek.
I'll make a check.
Oh, never mind.
16.
You lead the navigation through this place, down the winding corridor hall of the canyon. As you come to a branch in the road, sort of bifurcated by the river in the center, do you take the left or right path?
How much can I tell about each path?
Do you see the map before you? The sort of battlefield I have laid out?
Mm-hmm. Let's go the right path.
Okay. Leading the group therein, those of you who wish to follow can stick by the halfling's side.
I will follow.
I'll follow.
Samesies.
She seems confident.
Rule me either a religion or arcana check, please, if you may. This is for Juniper.
Religion or Arcana?
Yes, religion or arcana. Whichever skill you rely on.
Let's go religion.
All right.
22.
Relying on your knowledge of faith, texts of religious origins about the plains and such, ahead through the muck and the chaotic landscape, you see spawns of the infinite layer of the abyss, demons, pure embodiments of chaos and evil. These massive hulking engines of destructions in their monstrous form drag their knuckles through the crystal-covered soil. There is no compassion or empathy or mercy in their gazes as they hunt about. They are Hezru. Hezru are... What can I tell you about Hezru as you inspect them? There are the foot soldiers in the demonic hordes of the abyss. Physically powerful, but weak-minded. Usually can be easily duped into sacrificing themselves by more powerful demons, just throwing themselves into the Blood Wars front lines. Text described them pressing their attacks in the heart of the enemy's forces, their foul stench sickening even the toughest of foes, even devils. You spot ahead a pack of 3 of them. They are about... Give me a moment here. They are about 55 feet ahead of you, sort of meandering by the lakeside and by the crystals throughout them. So with that information, sort of spotting them first, what do you do?
I'll start with just like taking out the little stick behind my ear and turn it into the quarterstaff that it usually is.
As the 6-inch long hairpin extends itself to what length? Like 4 feet?
Yeah.
Of jade, tipped in gold on either side. You ready your staff?
And then she'll turn to the rest of the party and say, "These folks won't be friendly. We should get ready to battle."
On those words, I'll separate my shield and take my glaive into my hands. As my shield floats in front of me,
else wish to do anything?
Yeah, unless you wish to keep it vanilla, I'll have you roll initiative, but this is sort of giving you guys an opportunity to do anything exceptional. Okay,
We do have the jump on them, so I'll set my glaive down and draw my bow and draw it to attack.
Judging by the lack of otherwise input from the party, I'm guessing nobody else wishes to do anything else exceptional. Go ahead, guys, and roll me initiative as you place yourself on a map where you would be at the beginning of this combat.
I do have a level of exhaustion. So, but it's not adding into my calculation. So my initiative is actually 17.
No problem. I'll set it as such.
And I will try to remember that through this combat. Any d20 test is reduced by 2.
Okay. Sounds excellent. Juniper, what is your dexterity modifier? Is it higher than 3?
No.
Okay, so you'll be going after the initial Hezru, who, upon the group's approaches, you guys close your distance, shields raised, bow drawn, picks up your scent, and roars out with this piggish snort. Like, this awful, bestial sound that I cannot make as a dungeon master. And it's going to go ahead. No, and it's going to go ahead and take its first turn. On its turn. Yes.
I just wanted to mention, it's not working off my screen reader, but I did roll initiative.
If you don't mind pasting your initiative number, never mind. What was the number you rolled?
11.
Okay. I think I can right-click and say, initiative somewhere here on this token. At turn, I can. Neat. 7, you said. Okay. That places you near the bottom of the initiative. No problem. For this context...
No, it was 11. Sorry.
11. For the context of where your character is at from these creatures, about 50 feet to the south of them. You are grouped with a party. They're all about 10 feet to your left, with the creatures
Thank you.
50 feet ahead of you, sort of clustered in a group of 3, 10 feet from each other. You're surrounded by an Eager Lake and a whole bunch of these greenish, chaotic-looking crystals also. With all that out of the way, let me just set initiative to 11. There we go. The first of the Hezru sniffs your scent and begins to charge forth on all 4 of its legs. As it closes its distance, attempting to batch its mighty large form against the halfling, it is about to meet you fist against blade and staff, and you can feel a wave of its stench wash over you. Any creature that starts its turn within 10 feet of these creatures as it closes its distance will be ruling against that stench effect. So with that being said, as I take my dash action and close distance with Juniper, it is your turn, Juniper. Go ahead and make me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw against the effects of poison.
Oh.
What?
15.
Nice. On a success, you're taking the stench. It is rough, making your eyes water, but your body, your health and constitution takes over, and you are immune to this effect for the next 24 hours.
Ooh.
Your turn.
That's pretty good. I am actually gonna attack the guys over here with a ice storm. So that is 20-foot radius, 40-foot high. Those two need to make a deck save.
No problem,
It's
as
like right in the-
a hazy cloud of blizzards generates itself. You said dexterity, eh?
Mhm.
I rolled a 11 and 19 for the two of them.
The 19 takes half, the 11 takes full. So damage is 23 total.
Any other adverse effects to your cool spell as you've cast it?
No, I don't think so.
Anything else on your turn?
That area is difficult terrain now, but
I
other
see.
than that's it.
You form a little ice bridge over the flowing ichor for a moment there. It begins breaking. Alright, and it's difficult terrain.
Mhm.
Giving Amber the initiative if you don't do anything else.
Yep.
All right. Amber is going to look at that rearmost creature, the one that's farthest away, and she's going to cast message. She's going to say, "Go, there are scarier creatures than us out here. We're not worth your time."
In common?
I'm not sure I know any other languages, so yeah.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, message has to be received by a creature that understands the language you speak, correct?
You point toward a creature within range to whisper a message to target and only the target. It doesn't say in the spell, I guess.
I understand, but either way, the Hezru do not speak the common tongue.
Okay. Moving on then. With my bonus action, I'm going to...
Well, I'm giving you an option here. I'm just being nice. I would imagine, even if the player was not aware, the character being level 11, Hero of the Realm, knowing off demons, we can easily say that you would have known that most demons being like, demonic, evil, chaotic beasts, very rarely speak your tongue. Do you want to spare your action, or do you just want to go with it?
I mean, we were speaking common with Rex earlier, so I don't actually think that's
Not
a
a demon.
conclusion she would have come to. So, no, she'll just keep it.
Fair enough.
It is what it is. It's a cantrip, so.
Okay.
I'm going to quicken spell anyway.
Okay.
And because I'm in Crescent Moon mode today, it's one less sorcerer point to quicken spell. I'm going to cast Haste on Kael.
Nice.
So you have a +2 bonus to AC, advantage on dex saves, and you get an additional action on each turn. But if you take the attack action, you only get one attack. You don't get multi-attack. And then, because now I'm concentrating, she's going to move pretty much as far as she can get. Actually, I think her movement's reduced by 5 because of exhaustion. So she will hang out back here and end her turn.
All right. Slowed down by the difficult terrain of the previously cast ice spell, the second of the Hezrus in the pack begins to charge forth. This is going to be a total of 20 movement just to get over here, and it's going to begin sort of sloshing through the Echor Lake in your direction, taking then the dash action to close distance, like so. As it passes by you, Jasper, it does not leave your reach yet, but it has now flanked you with its other Hezru mate to either side of you. With that, at the beginning of Orikai's turn, you find yourself with the closest of these demons about 30 feet ahead of you. There's a second one 25 feet to slightly more to the north, and the third one is like 75 feet away from you. Any other questions?
I'm going to try to persuade them to leave us alone.
This is I cannot be tech support. I don't know what's wrong with your microphone. It is picking up every other word for some reason.
You tried reloading Discord.
Guys. A microphone to speak to us is the bare minimum I need for you guys to communicate with me and the group and stuff. So we'll need to resolve that somehow. For the moment, just because I don't hear anything from Abby, I'm going to let Kail go, and then I'll return to Abby's turn. Okay? Just to keep things moving. Matt, I'll let Kail go before Abby's turn, and I'll come back to Abby after this. What does Kail do?
Am I in 10 feet of the two guys?
Yeah, I believe so. If you are not sure, you can always take the measure tool and measure. But yeah, 10 feet.
I meant, do I need to make a Constitution save?
Oh yeah, you do start in their stench zone, yeah. 16 passes, and you are immune to the effect.
Excellent. So I will make a bunch of attacks. I'm gonna drop my bow, arm myself with my my glaive, and begin attacking.
Okay.
The one, this one, I will swing.
Nineteen strikes.
Add a make him make a strength DC 17 check.
I rolled a total of 19.
Okay, so he doesn't push.
Taking 17 slashing damage from your magical glaive.
And then I will use. Is he large or
Yes.
smaller?
Large.
So I will push him. I will push him 10 feet with my weapon mastery. And then I will swing at this one.
A natural one, unfortunately, fumbles.
He takes 5 damage from graze. We'll attack one more time. And I'll roll damage.
12.
And okay, and I'll make my extra action attack. And I will use sap, and so he'll have disadvantage on his next attack roll before the start of my next turn.
Noted.
And then I will action surge and make 3 more attacks.
Anything above its DC or AC rather of 16 hits?
Okay. I will use slow on him and reduce his movement speed by 10 feet. So he's slowed, sapped. Critical hit.
Very nice.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's...
It's okay, you
Wrong
can roll
damage.
damage twice.
It's the wrong damage type. 2d10 plus 6.
Okay.
Okay.
17.
And one more.
Fumbles do have him.
He'll take 5 from Grace.
Sounds excellent. Now I'm just tracking here. You did account for the fact that you are hasted? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, I made
Okay.
7
good.
attacks. So in a whirling fury, I slash out multiple times, causing the demon to have to duck and dive, and interfered with his ability to attack for his turn.
Slashing
Just
at
on-
its tendon to slow down, you bring it down to one knee, and you can see like Ichor seep down to the ground. Where it hits the floor, it sizzles, bringing like the ground vapor to solidify in these like crystal formations as chaos begins to take over, even up on the ground itself. You have bloodied the creature to half its health. That's a mighty blow. Anything else on your turn as you stand your ground?
No, I will stand my ground.
Okay. I will swing initiative back over to Abby's character just to see if we fix the mic issue here.
Okay, is this better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Leaps and
Okay,
bounds.
awesome. Okay. Okay, good. So I'm going to try to persuade them to leave us alone. I'm going to speak to them in Abyssal.
Persuasion is offering them something they want that is greater than your meat, or whatever it is they seek from you, being territorial as they are. Intimidation will also work here, otherwise, get creative. What do you do?
Actually, intimidation is probably a better choice. So I'm going to try and intimidate them by stepping a little closer and saying, in Abyssal, there are easier prey than us down here. I'd suggest you go for them, or you will see the true power of my party.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll me intimidation here. Oh, and just let me know what the number is.
I got it's a dirty 20.
Oh, nice. DC was 18. Seeing their brethren wounded by the mighty Kyle and the rest of the party united in efforts, you managed to scare away the wounded individual. So one of the 3 that Kyle just wounded is, you can see fear in its eyes and begins to flee away. The other 2, still ravenous, still hungry, are still in the fight.
Orakai smirks. And is there any party members nearby?
Yes, you have Kyle and Juniper north of you, about 10-15 feet. The ranger and the other sorceress are about 15 feet behind you.
I'm going to move to use half of my movement to stand in line with Juniper, and I will end my turn there.
Sure thing. All right, reaching toward the front lines where the other Hezru is looming over Juniper, you join her side, giving the turn over to who's next? We had Kyle, the last of the Hezru at the bottom of initiative here. Now, I don't see our ranger initiative because I guess, Ivan, you did not roll initiative. Do you mind rolling initiative now, and I'll place you where you are on this round? You had
Yes, so
20.
sorry. Thank
So
you.
I'll have you go
Yeah.
first before my initiative 6 Hezru then.
Your initiative. Okay, I follow the vibe of the party members. Hezro. Yeah. I take a knee and take 2 shots at him. You see, like 2 arrows. I start to charge in.
You say him. Which one? Which Hezru are you talking? The fleeing one? The one that's still fighting
No,
closer?
the one
Okay.
on the left.
Okay.
The one on the left. 2 normal shots at him. And let's see if they hit. 23.
Both strike.
No sneak attack on it. And 22.
Give me a total damage of both
And-
strikes, please.
10 force. And on the second, can he do a constitution, a strength saving throw? 15, or be restrained?
Sorry,
the
what?
arrows.
What ability am I using? You said not Constitution. Which one?
Strength.
Strength.
Yes.
9.
9. You see, like when the arrow hits him, like starts splitting, and it start moving like a snake. Start like to present and present. He has to do DC 20 athletics, and as he is looking at me, the sender of the arrow, like he can see like the eyes glow purple because yes, for a second, and in top of his head appear like a rune, something like that. I'm casting hex on him on athletics.
Nicely done. Total damage though that you dealt, I see 23 sneak
10
attack,
force.
10 force. Sneak
Yeah,
attack only
10
applies
force only.
once per round, just so you know.
You know, there was no sneak attack on that because I didn't have
okay.
advantage. It just I didn't turn it off.
Okay, and then the second one hit for 7 force?
No damage. I changed the damage for the
I gotcha.
opportunity of restraining.
Still getting used to your character. Okay, no problem. And
Oh.
you restrained, hexed for athletics, you said. No, that's all noted. And then you moved back a little bit to join by the side of Amber as she
Yes.
continues holding on to her haste spell and Kail. No problem. Then we're going to go ahead and finish that round. Bottom of the round was the 6th initiative. Hezra at the very back of the group here, wading through the difficult terrain created by a storm. Merely 30 feet, it only makes it through storm and ends its turn here. Top of our round, we have the Hezru that's fleeing away from Juniper and Kail's reach. If you wish to keep attacking it with your reactions, you may, but you can also save your reaction as it goes to flee up the cliffs. What do you do?
Is it obvious that he's fleeing in fear?
Yeah, reacting to the intimidation
Okay.
by Orakai, yes.
Okay, I'll let him
I'm letting
flee.
it flee.
Like, you two, like, hear, like, Orakai just speak out. This sketchy drow who just joined your party, like, just speak out in, like, abyssal. Like, do it, and just, like, tucks its tail behind its legs and proceeds to dash and climb up the cliff. Effectively, if you guys are all letting it go, I'm going to go ahead and just have it be out of combat.
I'm definitely letting it go when it comes to my turn anyway.
Giving
What about you
Juniper-
guys?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me to just let it leave.
Giving Juniper the turn then.
I am going to use my Moonlight Step. It's a bonus action. I can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space I can see, and I have advantage on the attack. So I'm gonna go up behind him here, and then attack with my favorite little quarterstaff here with advantage. Hold on, it's a lot of scrolling. With advantage. Does 22 hit?
Yeah, anything above 16 armor class penetrates through their hide as the blow hits. For how much damage?
And then also with, if I make an attack with a weapon, I can add Primal Strike. I'm gonna add cold damage to it. It's just one extra d8, and that's rolled 7. 7 damage.
As the did you roll the cold damage yet?
Yeah, it was rolled with it.
Okay, how much was the cold damage?
1.
1. As your staff coats itself with rime and frost and hits the Hezru and impacts magically with it, and the frost goes to spread on the Hezru. You see it does damage some of the flesh, applying some frostbite, but then immediately begins to sort of slough off as these creatures are resistant to cold damage.
Good to know.
Now, just
That's it for me.
for future attacks, your staff, it counts as a magical weapon, right? It's like a +1 weapon.
Oh, is that for only?
Well, I'm
non-magical?
asking you, is it like a +1 weapon?
I can check that, but
Yeah, check it out. I'll go over to Marcel's turn. You can tell me afterwards. If it's +1, it deals magical damage, and it's good for me to know.
it's +2. Yeah.
Yeah, +2 is a magical weapon. No problem. So the bludgeoning damage from the weapon impacts the full force. Giving Marcella the turn here. At the very back of the group, you have 2 targets here. The closest one that you've rooted, and the one further back.
Okay, to the one that is rooted, taking the opportunity that he cannot dodge easily, I'll shoot at him.
Restrain
with
targets, yeah.
advantage. Yeah. So, 1 shot with a sneak attack.
28.
Oof, this is a poor sneak attack. And a second shot.
16 plus 9 is a total of quick maps. 25.
25, 32, 34 total. Yeah.
Restrained by your spell, however it manifested, the creature is bloodied.
And I take a step back besides Amber.
Amber is still holding on to the haste spell. What does Amber do on her turn?
Yes. So what I would like to do is careful spell, cast Erupting Earth. It's a 20-foot cube. Oops. So I think if it's kind of angled precisely, it can
It's
grab
both.
them both. Yeah. So careful spell to exclude my allies in that range, and then I think it kind of looks like big, like craterous asteroid, like spectral asteroids kind of rain down and ruin the earth around it. It is the right school of spell that I can reduce the sorcery points by 1, so it
Awesome.
doesn't cost any sorcery points to careful spell it. And then because I used meta magic, I can activate my Shadowfell shard hanging around my neck and impose disadvantage on the farther north creature as it makes a dexterity saving throw.
Giving both of them disadvantage because the other one is restrained. Nice.
That's
So,
what I was hoping.
They both rolled dexterity saving throw, 15 and 11.
My save is 17, so they
Both
both
fail.
miss. And we'll take 3d12 bludgeoning, which I'm going to roll manually. Do I type in /roll or is it /r?
/R or /roll both work. /R space, whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
So 14 bludgeoning damage to each of them. And the ground in this area is difficult terrain.
Leave your square there for just a moment longer. I'm just going to draw something here real quick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I put it to linger or whatever, so.
No problem. You can click it off now if you want. I drew the square there just to be a little outline for us to know what's difficult terrain, along with the previous difficult terrain from previous spell as well. Alrighty then. Sounds excellent.
And I think she will end her turn there.
FYI, another fun fact of the Careful Spell feature is that if you exclude areas with creatures in them, I would also be like, the area beneath your feet then of the excluded creatures is not affected by difficult terrain. So
Okay.
they don't suffer
I
any
wasn't
penalties coming
sure,
out.
but I
Yeah.
figured they're close enough to the one on the left that it
Mhm.
would be kind of okay. But that rocks. So it's difficult for them, but not for our party.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty then. I don't have reach to try and grab at Orakai or Kayil with this Hezru who's at the beachfront here, restrained by the Ranger's spell. So I guess I have to waste my action to try to unrestrain myself. Athletics with disadvantage. DC 20. No chance. I rolled 22 and then 13. Taking 13 with disadvantage. I am still restrained. That is my action, wasting an entire turn for this creature. If I take that correctly. Giving Orakai the initiative here. Orakai, where you stand here by Kayil's side, 5 feet away from you, you have a monstrous Hezru demon 15 feet to your, like right ahead of you at the shores of the lake, and there's another one 35 feet away to your north.
Okay, so I'm going to with the one that's 15 feet away. Is it within 20 feet of my party members?
It is only 20 feet within you and Kayil. The rest of your party members are like a good 40, 50 feet away.
Okay. And how far away is the other one?
Oh, the other one is to your north, about 35 feet, stacking Juniper. Because Juniper sort of teleported away to get them away from the group, I guess. So they're sort of locked in combat 35 feet away there.
Okay, so I won't do that. I will use my bonus action to do innate sorcery.
Okay.
And then I will cast Chaos Bolt, aiming it at the one that's closest to me.
You know your sheet much better than I do. I don't know what innate sorcery is by heart. So if there's anything I need to know as DM, just let me know. Otherwise, yeah, make those rules. And let me know what I have to roll.
It's Chaos Bolt is an attack roll, and innate sorcery boosts my attack.
Okay. So if it's an attack roll, you're trying to hit an AC of 16. That is the Hezru's natural armor and hide with a Chaos Bolt. As a bonus action, you can. Thanks for posting that. You can unleash innate sorcery for 1 minute. Ah, it's when you go like Super Saiyan as a sorcerer. I remember now. Yeah. So what did you roll to hit there for your Chaos Bolt?
That's an 18. It hits.
Absolutely. What happens?
And now I have to roll a d8 to figure out what type of damage I'm doing.
And just checking, you roll twice and pick the best one, right? Because you do have advantage on this attack because the creature is restrained thanks to your the Marcella, the ranger in the party. So
the best one is the 18.
Okay. Just giving you a moment to listen to what text to speech is telling you. I'm gonna take the time to look up the spell myself. Chaos Bolt. Might as well be familiar. It is Xanther's guide spell, so don't see it often. Hurling an undulating warping mass.
This is poison damage.
Uh-huh.
And right now it's doing. It's unfortunately really, really low, of doing currently 12 damage.
That's all right. Did you happen to roll the same number on both d8s? 6 and 6?
No.
Oh, okay. That's fine. As the Chaos
Very
Bolt
disappointed.
forms into acid and splashes onto the creature, the Hezru proves, just checking resistances here, fully vulnerable to the acid damage. Flesh sloughing away, it writhes in pain, wounded and restrained at death's door. Do you wish to stay where you are, about 15 away from it?
Going to back up, if I can back up without bumping into another party member.
Yeah, absolutely. Kael arches away for you to back up behind cover and by Amber and Marcella's side, keeping your targets in range. With that being said, Kael, the battlefield is yours.
Excellent. I will move to within 10 feet
Actually, I'll move adjacent to the guy to the north. This guy.
Sure thing.
And
Just
I will
remind you,
use-
it is difficult terrain, so just for what it matters.
Oh, I'm in difficult terrain. Okay.
Yeah.
Do I have enough movement to get there? 35 feet, double movement. I don't think I can move there. Damn it.
Well, you are hasted, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cool. Well, then I can.
Yeah. Just reminding you in case you want to use the rest of your movement for anything else later in turn. That's all.
Okay. I will use. Hang on, I accidentally hit back on my character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use Commander Strike, and I'm going to have Marcella fire another arrow at the restrained creature, and he can apply sneak attack if he would like, because it's another turn.
Okay, I feel pretty safe, so I'll take it. I take the distraction and shoot at it.
24 strikes for a total of... With sneak attack? Oof.
Yeah, with a sneak attack.
22 radiant.
Okay, and I will take the 3 attacks.
Just misses. As your glaive sweeps and grazes, I believe, for 5, right?
Yep.
Okay.
23.
Strikes. At center mass, biting deep into flesh for 20 damage, bringing the beast low.
I will try to do trip attack.
It's a strength of 7, tripping it prone.
Okay, so he is prone, and I will take my last attack with advantage.
23. 24 damage altogether. Wow.
And I will push him 10 feet with that attack away from me.
After like 7-8 strikes against these fiends, even the ones grazing, your entire weapon at the tip, the entire blade is covered in this black and green shimmer ichor. Just so you know, it's like it is a poison of some sort covering your weapon now, and you're pushing it to 10 feet.
Yes.
Okay. As it skids down the cliff into the ichor, the demon itself seems to be not immune to the effect, as you already begin to see like a third arm begin to grow out of the chest wound you have just afflicted, and it like begins to suffer other mutations the longer it remains in that lake. But it is very much bloodied. Anything else in turn?
No.
Okay, furious, it spends half its movement to get up from the prone condition and begins to climb up, now with the use of that half arm, half tentacle growing out of its chest to begin climbing back up on the hill, enraged and furious. It closes this distance like so. That's its total movement.
As it enters my reach, I
Yeah.
will make a reaction and attack.
424 strike, hitting. Roll down again. 18
Roll
damage.
and I will push it 10 feet.
Bruh. So funny.
Infinite CC.
That's so stupid. How much should I move? Half move at 15. 10 here, push back. I have 5 feet of movement. I cannot get any closer to... Do you only get like that once per turn, right?
It's a reaction. Polar Master reaction.
Fair enough. It gets knocked back, climbs up just close enough to swipe with its tentacle hand at poor Juniper here. Juniper, finally I get to make a fucking attack. Makes 3 attacks, one with its bite, two with its tentacle claws. Okay. Against Juniper's armor class, I have 12 and 13 to miss. And then the jaws come biting down for 18 to strike. I believe 18 pierces for 9 piercing damage against Juniper, giving Juniper the turn.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, let me take it.
This difficult terrain is really kicking my ass.
Teehee. Another hit with the quarterstaff of acrobat.
16 just strikes, yeah.
Fire damage this time for primal strike.
No problem.
That's way more.
A whole 5, which is also resisted as the fire element impacts against the hide. You can see it too begin to absorb as these demons of the abyss. Cold fire doesn't seem to affect them as much as mortal flesh. Nonetheless, you damage for a total of that damage applied, okay? Still barely standing. Anything else from the druid aside from staff strikes?
Nah.
Marcella?
Okay, I take a shot with advantage to the restrained target.
No problem.
So,
Coup de grace.
yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, like he's trying to break out of the restraints of the lightning snake, and he looks up and he sees like a barrage of arrow going to him, like a lot of like pa 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 pa, and he falls into the river.
With a splash sinking into the muck. All the while, the flesh morphs and begins to crystallize into this shell around it as he sinks deeper and deeper, and now out of sight, destroyed.
And I put my target on the other one, so
Hex?
my hex, yes, and I shoot at it. No sneak.
A 18 strikes.
And same, as the arrow hits, it starts splitting. Can he do a strength saving throw? Or be restrained?
Sure thing. It's going to be a 9.
It's like he is restrained now.
As your impact, as the arrow impacts against his forehead, sending its head snapping backwards, the momentum of the sheer weight of the upper torso of this creature brings it backwards. But because you have restrained it into the ground with your magic arrow, the legs don't move. So you just, the two of you, Kael and Juniper, watch as the creature just bisects in half. The upper half just falls into the river. The legs stay as it is too, destroyed. The legs slowly melt into that greenish ichor, adding to the pool as the corpse disappears and the creatures are slain. We are out of combat. And it has not even been 9 hours. Look at that. Abby told me a very scary story where most of Abby's encounters were 9 hours long, and I was like, yeah, no. We know what's up.
Amber is going to approach Kael and say, hey, how are you feeling? How are you doing?
I'm feeling good. Thank you.
Well, you might want to brace yourself. And then she drops haste and he's incapacitated for 6 seconds. Sorry. I'm so sorry. And she tries to like support him, but she ends up kind of just like escorting him to the ground. Sorry. It's a side effect.
Oh, I'm quite aware. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad it happened now, but I just wanted to be here for you while I did that, because it brings me no joy to see you like this.
Is Amber smiling while she says that?
No. No,
Okay.
but her canines are quite sharp compared to an average elf, so it looks a little snarly, but no, it doesn't reach her eyes, the gleaming of her teeth.
Okay, just making sure.
It brings me no joy.
No, you're really nice. If you weren't so nice, it would bring me less joy, and I would tell you, but you seem really nice.
I'll give her a gentle pat on the
Well,
shoulder. Thank you.
I'm glad weakening a party member doesn't bring you joy.
It
You know
seems
what? That was very good, gang. I haven't seen that much badassery in years.
I give everybody a nod of approval. Well fought. Now let's find this this damned horn.
Whoever wishes to aid in continuing the search, go ahead and make me that survival check to continue looking for clues.
I already looked, so.
I
For
mean,
any reason, will investigation suffice?
investigation is like investigating something you've already found, if that makes sense.
Okay.
That's why perception and survival are usually good. Perception is like, oh, look for a glint without like moving around, just like sort of scanning the walls, the echolake. Survival is like, oh, you're looking for like track marks of maybe somebody took the artifact or like, you know, the environment around. That's why I'm giving survival the spotlight.
Okay.
But anything that really applies can be used here, yeah.
Survival check.
Yeah, survival check to search for clues.
And I got 12. Not very good.
Ugh. Okay. Okay. So, good news, bad news. Good news, nothing hostile finds you as you continue your search, spending another hour in this environment, the hours ticking away. It has been, at this point, 6 hours, maybe a little bit more since you've left, giving you 2 more hours of duration to your potion at this point. As you come to what looks to be like an empty cave that, from the looks of it from the outside, could serve as shelter. So you sort of might be able to like note it on your maps or whatever, like, oh, we can return here and like make camp. Doesn't seem to be any hostile forces other than the occasional black tentacle with those awful rings of teeth that seem to like writhe in its place from the eco pools. Otherwise, it seems quiet around this area.
Well, I'm
I'm sure
clearly
those
not
guys
going to
are
find
harmless.
it. Anybody want to try?
Yeah.
I guess we'll investigate the cave. I'm gonna go toward the cave mouth.
Okay, sure. No need to roll anything here because you cannot fail this. You careful with your barbarian stances, peer into darkness with whatever source of light you can manage, and scanning it in due time, you detect that it is empty, save for a few crystals, green and purple in color, sort of embedded into the walls, casting very dim light to illuminate the mushroom-like fungal growths throughout. The chamber is about 20-25 feet in radius all around, and at some point has served as a layer of one fiend or another, evident by the pile of bleached bones that sort of carpet the floor here, remnants of its slay's meal. But judging by the gnawed condition of these bones, the marrow has long been sucked out of them. Whatever creature was here left. Hopefully it's not going to return anytime soon.
I'll... do I see any horn or horn-like objects?
Taking a few more minutes to look around. No, you do not detect any sort of horn, other than maybe like a snail-shaped bone attached to the skull of one demon or another. Yeah.
It's not what we're looking for. Okay. I'll let them know. I don't think it's in there.
Investigating the cave, checking the tracks. Can we find like where the bones of the creatures that habitat here, like where it took its meal? See if there is any treasure.
There is no treasure in the bone piles. No. It is an empty cave to serve as a lair and can serve as a sort of camp site. I won't waste your time by giving you any hopes beyond that, sorry.
Okay. Poor people.
Yeah, it's a it's a low survival check result, so. It's fine. You guys still have time, though. You can continue your search if you wish to note this place and continue on.
Yeah, we'll continue to search.
Okay. Anything that might aid you in this check? Think, like... DC is 20. Jesus, why you scared the shit out of me. Holy shit. Yeah.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet
Sorry,
that
that's my
dog?
Was lying in
Can I
bed
pet that
while I
dog?
was saying- forgot she was here with me in the darkness. Scared me.
The scariest
That's my
beast
life
of
all the
all.
time. So, does anybody, out of character, but are any of you planning on making that check? I just remembered that I have bend luck, so I could add a d4 if you guys go close-ish, but 12 wasn't gonna hit it.
I have a +2 to survival.
That's better than me.
I guess I'll roll it.
Could Amber like maybe she'll like cantrip some dancing lights to like try to light up the area around them as he looks and offer the help action?
Yeah. Oh, it's just creative. And in terms of bend luck as that optional feature, let me read it here. You have the ability to twist fate using your wild magic. Immediately after another creature you can see rolls a d20 test, you can take the reaction and spend 1 sorcery point to roll, d4 to apply the number rolled as a bonus. Or a penalty. That's kind of funny. All right, cool.
Just because I rolled a 12, the d4 wasn't gonna help me.
All right, whoever's rolling that, roll with advantage. You have the help action on d4 bonus. Let's see what happens as you guys look around.
Oh my god.
Okay. Another hour passes, searching around. For context, Kale rolled 15, so even with a +4 bonus, it's like... Fair enough.
Just under them.
Yeah, I'm gonna expedite things around here. Time passes. Another hour is wasted in search, before finally you guys come across something a little bit more interesting than nothing. Let me just check my rule table here and.
It's almost like we're in a giant canyon of hell, and it's really hard to find everything around all the corpses. Who would have
Absolutely.
thought?
It's almost like it's not well organized or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they
I
should
think
get a
we're lost.
professional organizer in here. Those just
need,
started
like, a
becoming a
maid or
thing in
something.
Waterdeep. Yeah.
Kale, can you
I'm
roll
gonna
me?
pull it, I think we're lost.
I'm gonna roll d10 here. Okay, just tables upon tables. Kale, roll me a d4 if you will. In your search around the area of the cave, just a little bit outside, guided by the lights and such, your fortune turns just a little bit. It is not the horn you find, but something else. Another ancient item of the Blood War. You find on the ground a fleshy, blood-hued sphere. Yeah, and that's all I'm gonna say about it until you ask me some questions. I don't know. It looks like a yeah, yeah.
I eat it.
I mean, obviously it piques my interest, so I kind of poke it with the butt of my glaive.
Its membrane pushes in a little bit as you poke it. It doesn't pierce through, but it's like a squishy ball in sort of texture, not a solid rock.
Ew.
What can be something nice, DM? Gross. There.
I'll feel to see if it's warm or cold or.
It is ambient temperature, meaning like it's the same temperature as the environment around you. It doesn't seem to be any hotter or colder. But at your touch, you can feel something moving within, undulating a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just kind of scoot it away, push it into some bones or something.
Okay, as you push into the bones, you squeezing a little bit harder than your initial poke, little spores of gas escape it from like little pores. Not enough to burst this balloon-like object entirely, but you can tell that some sort of like gas is contained within it. That is a little bit escaped as it sort of bounced against the bones, and there it lies now.
I will leave it alone and
Okay.
quickly leave it alone.
Okay. You guys have another hour before that potion that you were given, the condensed order, the duration will wither. What's the plan? You continue searching? What do you do?
Well, if we return without the horn, probably the worst case scenario is Rex attacks, right? And at this rate, we're gonna run out of controlled chaos, and we're gonna miss out on those soul coins.
We're going to forfeit. If we don't get the horn, we forfeit our souls to Asmodeus.
That's
not it.
What?
Ah.
When did Rex say that?
Oh, I thought we like.
No, here's what I have. We get order in its pure form in exchange for retrieving a horn. She unfurls a scroll. For retrieving a horn that allows them to listen to the thoughts of demons and Avernus. If we bring the horn, we get 8 hours to peruse the slough.
Slew.
He will give us He will give us infernal iron dark coins, soul coins, 10 soul coins. So we won't get the soul coins, and Rex will be pissed. I think those are the consequences.
I think he's really interested in the horn, and he needs us. So I think he will just give us more potions. He said like we could ask for more, maybe before we depart.
So should we
could,
consider? Go ahead.
One time. Abby first.
Oh, okay. If we do, though, he might up the bargain.
Well, at this rate, we're not going to make it to the phylactery with how much controlled chaos we have left. So I'm wondering if we should exit to the east of the canyon and hopefully meet him, or call him. I don't know. Summon him.
I'm just going to remind the party, last time you spoke to Rex, you told him to meet you guys at the north end of the canyon, and that's the last instructions he ever got.
Yeah. Shit.
Where is the cleric when you need it? But yeah, we need to get out of here.
Mind you, your bodies might be able to take the chaos of the valley. You're not like dead in an hour. It's just you won't have complete protection.
That's nice in Chernobyl.
I mean, I'm just giving you realistic options.
I mean, well, I'll keep searching.
Okay. If the party just everybody acting together. If the party concurs, we'll spend another hour searching in the Canyon Trove.
I'm quite part of the tale.
I mean, I don't want to metagame, but like, I can't. I don't think I can realistically make a DC 20 survival check to find the horn. But Kale doesn't know that. But
well,
it's fine. I'm not gonna make you rule. Here's where I draw the line with meta on that subject. I will never make a player or character rule an impossible check. There is no point for me doing that. It doesn't add to the fun of the game. And I mean, you can be like, well, I don't want to meta. Okay, but why are you ruling then? You're ruling just to fail, right?
Right. I mean,
with that in mind,
Kale's stubborn.
There are ways for you to make it possible even for Kale. So
you mentioned earlier, right? Like we could try perception, as in if we're looking more at the forest as opposed to.
I mean, at this point, I'll allow it. You guys failed this like 4 times already. At this point, I'm like,
I'm exhausted, so I would love to lend some aid. I could, continue lighting up the land around us if someone wants to take like a larger look at what's going on.
If we can use perception, I'll give it a go.
Okay. At this point, I'm like hand waving some things away. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I guess like we're struggling here a little bit.
Okay, use everything, guys.
We came to hell with no survival skills.
Cool. Success. Let me roll a die here. If I roll anything from like 0 to 50, that's good news for you guys. All right. The search continues. While you do not find a horn, you come across this place. It's a big place. Want to roll me a d4? And if you roll a 1, just roll again. Okay.
3.
3. Okay, so while searching for this horn, wherever it might be, you step on something slightly immersed in the mud. It looks like an ornate fan, comprised of like a dozen partially melted blades, if that makes sense, that seem to unfurl.
Okay. Does it have any ichor on it, or can I reach?
It's covered in the ichor mud, but doesn't seem to be affected by it so far.
Okay, I'll just grab it. I'll try to see if there is like any sculpture on any of the blades or any parts of the fan. See if there's anything magical to it without using detect magic.
Do you know Infernal?
Yes.
You recognize the sigil upon it. It is an artifact of the armies of Gargoth, the Archduke of Avernus, who seems to be like a recent artifact. From what you can gather, should you like wave this fan, it can unfurl its blades to spread these spores in a wide radius, and it has been used to sort of poison demons in a wide area in this way, affecting them with this like awful necrotic magic that has been sort of inscribed into these infernal runes as a focus.
Okay.
It's a weapon.
Oh, I'll try to put it on my side. Still no luck.
Since you know Infernal, I'm gonna go ahead and whisper you some stuff here. Marcella, did you get my whisper?
Yes.
I'm gonna say one way or another that's how you read the sort of runes on this fan.
Okay.
It's not a horn, but it's something. And I'm gonna give you the pen here and be like, you name this artifact. Let's pretend like you read the infernal sigils upon it. The item bears a name. The name is... Think upon it.
I'm thinking.
Yep. As Marcel inspects the fan, does anybody else in the party wish to continue in the search?
I guess I'll make another attempt.
Okay.
Can Amber like mold earth? She's getting desperate and starting to try to like maybe dig down for it. And so she's like pushing the earth aside
Absolutely.
with magic
Yeah.
to help Orakai look.
Mm-hmm. So Orca has advantage on this roll. Yeah, this place is huge. It's a big search, full of treasures. To look for the exact item you guys wish. Takes some measure of luck. Let me know what you rolled there. As a result of your...
My rolls are still absolute shit, even with my bonus.
Okay.
It's 11.
Oh.
Jesus.
What going on?
Okay, so at this point, the protection of the condensed order has sort of withered away. Let me let you know what that means. So, every hour, Warslew, everybody make me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, please. DC 15 Constitution.
Don't like that.
Let me know if anybody failed it.
21.
I fail. Amber does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so fucked.
Okay.
I had advantage clicked when I rolled that. Do you want
That's
me to roll
okay.
it again?
No, I want you to just tell me what's the number you would have rolled if you didn't have advantage.
The first one is 25.
Yeah, so you succeed.
I fail with a 6. I'm rolling really bad today.
That's okay. Get all those bad rolls out of the way. Let me just look up the little table called flesh warping.
My favorite feature about me is my flash.
Yeah,
I have really good skin.
It is nice.
Flawless. Like,
Okay.
Clear skin.
This will teach my character making comments about being partial to chaos.
Amber, you have something here. I start pointing at the faces.
Yeah, just give me a moment here. I'm
Faces.
looking up. what I need here. It's buried in the book a little bit. More slow. Flesh.
Take your time.
Okay, who wants to go first? Roll me a d10. Whoever failed.
I will go.
Okay.
That's a 7.
So Carrie's character. You are used to bestial traits, fur on your flesh, long claws, fangs. In addition to your body sprouts forth as you spend time in this chaotic mud, clinging to your skin, as a whip-like tail grows out of Amber's tailbone. You can use this whip-like tail as a bonus action to make one tail attack, treating it like a whip. Otherwise, flavor it away as that happens.
Oh my god. Okay, I think it's like a very stereotypical devil tail, like it's long and slender and
With like
red.
a spade, yeah.
Yeah, a spade at the end, but the spade is furry.
Nice.
She's like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to get all of my pants tailored. Oh my god. That's
As-
crazy.
Yep.
Tails can be
So,
fun. What I
I guess I'm gonna, add a whip to my inventory so that I have the damage
Yeah.
ready for it if I use it. Okay, cool.
Can rename it as like tail or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
What would have Orikai rolled for the D10 then? For the flesh?
9.
9? Orikai, your body becomes unusually brittle to the touch. You, unfortunately, gain vulnerability to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Oh no.
Does it say how long this lasts?
It does. You know what? I'll give you the answer. I'll just straight up give it to you if you make me an appropriate rule to know how much you know about the Abyss. The Abyss being either Arcana or religion sort of topic.
Okay, so I will do Arcana. I have a higher Arcana.
Okay.
Uh,
Like, how do I get rid of this affliction upon me? This will also apply to Amber's effect, in case you ever want to get rid of it.
Oh, nice! First good roll in a while.
Yay.
I got a 19.
19.
Oh, yeah.
So you get above and beyond what I was looking for. Nice. You know that these effects count as curses. They're magical curses of the chaotic plane of the Abyss. So anything that removes a curse will remove this affliction from you.
So I'm going to turn. Well, we have both been cursed.
Oh, cursed. Interesting. Mine doesn't feel that cursy. And she's like gesturing with the end of her tail.
You got an interesting curse. I got this. They say.
Yeah, you look like you've seen better days.
I've got leprosy.
I got a rock.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the same level of my wild magic nonsense when it decides to be not helpful.
I guess so. Well, listen, we'll keep an eye out for something that can help you.
Do we want to, now that we're
No.
no longer protected, do we want to just move towards the Ichor Lake? Try to make our way there?
We should get out of this.
Yeah, I scared the party.
Like, look at poor Orkai. Like, can you? Does breathing hurts? And I look at our drow companion.
I guess that's fair. We could make our way out.
Orkai, are you able to... And Amber will gesture at herself because she still has mage armor up. It's like a stony looking kind of floating armor around her. Are you able to do something like this? Or I can cast it on you if you want. A little extra protection.
I do have that spell, yes.
Okay.
Probably would be helpful as they cast mage armor.
Just let me know if you ever need it from me. I'm happy to.
I really appreciate that, they say, a bit shocked.
What's the plan?
So I think we are walking out, but somebody correct me if it's not the case.
I think we either walk out or we make for the phylactery, which is another many hours, but this horn is like total lost cause.
I
I doubt it's even here. We would have found
Whoa.
it by now.
Yeah, maybe.
You think so? Maybe it's just hidden really well.
Yeah, like this place is massive. Like I don't know how you expect for us to find it. But let's try one more time. If we're gonna spend more time here.
Kotam, sort of equally exhausted and resisting the effects of the chaotic environment, just sort of says a prayer beneath his breath. If only there was a spell or something for us to divine the location of this cursed thing.
I didn't brought my scrolls. Do you have one with you for any reason? Locate object, I think that's called. The cleric called them.
I don't know how to cast spells.
That's easily. Okay, right. I look at the party and at myself.
Well, listen, I don't have it prepared right now, but I do have access to it. So if we were to long rest, then I could probably have it.
Do you guys want to long rest in a war slew?
No.
Certainly not.
Not
He's-
like right now, but like.
Said the
we can
DM
go
touching
back.
index fingers.
No.
I can help other people if they have that spell, but I don't know it. I can't do it, Mordecai says.
Me neither.
So
I think we should. Marcella's right. We should find our way out and come at this another way.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try going out, taking a bit of a break outside, and then coming back in.
I mean, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Because if we went out, took a break, we could even come up the edge of the slough and then come in as close as we can.
I mean, was there a time limit on your contract? I wasn't there when you guys signed the thing.
No.
I don't think so. Outside of the
I
fact
didn't
that
think
he
we
knows we
wanted
only have
to bring it
protection for
forward.
8 hours, but
there was no time limit.
He only cares. Yeah, he
Okay.
only cares for the.
So-
harm.
Let's get out of here before the whole party ends up like May, and we can all just say that we took us longer.
Can't argue with that. Let's go.
Okay. So, if I understood the party correctly, you guys wish to ascend up the Canyon Trove, travel less than an hour out of the rim of this whole mire, and just sort of take a route like this, right, to this tower on the east side of the crater, and descend here after some camp time and make an expedition this way to the center of the crater. Okay. If that's your plan, we can do that. Yeah, if everybody concurs.
Yep.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a plan.
Sure.
All right, no problem. Who wants to navigate the party out?
oh Jesus.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be me. I'm the one who got us lost.
I'll do it.
Okay, characters navigating on foot, cover 3 miles every hour. Go ahead and make me that survival check to use the infernal map. Okay.
Right. Yeah,
Okay. Adventure away. Okay, cool. There's a 50 chance of me triggering an encounter every time you guys fail this check, essentially. As long as I roll 50 or higher, which I did, 88, you guys managed to trek to your endpoint without encountering anything hostile, or otherwise. So you managed to make your way 3 miles. This is like an hour here. At this point, we've been traveling for like the point where if you trek on foot longer, you are pushing exhaustion. Do you wish to push on, set camp? What do you do?
I think we should set camp now.
Yeah, I'm pretty exhausted.
If the party wants to set up
Does
camp,
anyone have a... Sorry. Does anyone have a way to make setting camp safer?
I can I have some carpenter tools. I can make lean-tos that are a little bit more comfortable and provide a little bit of cover from the elements.
Acid rain. Yes.
Yeah. I can construct a makeshift shelter.
That sounds good.
Good
Is
choice.
anyone like feeling kind of like tired and in needing of a potion of healing? Got a couple of those, and I'm willing to dole out.
I'm all set.
I'm okay.
So I think we're going for a long rest then.
okay. If the party wishes long rest here, you have a couple options. In terms of, you can set up watches to just keep a watch over the party in shifts, and then what else did I want to say? Let's just start with that, and I'll remember what I want to say otherwise. Do we want to set up
I
watches?
think yeah, I think we should do watches.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many people are willing to do watch? I know that I am.
Juniper can do a watch.
We can do watches.
Do you guys want to join like in pairs or triplets for the watches? Like who's pulling first watch? The first 2 hours as people like settle in to sleep.
I can take the first 2 watches because I only need to sleep for 4 hours.
Okay, Orikai, 4 hours.
I need the full 8, but Juniper can take the first watch as well.
Fun fact, Mats, you only need 6 hours of sleep out of those 8. 8 is the total length of your long rest. 6 you sleep, and then like 2 hours of that you do like light activities and stuff. That's why I often ask you guys like, what do you guys do on your long rest and stuff, or I let people take watches.
I'll take 2 hours of a watch.
Okay.
We'll do the last 2 hours.
Okay.
I can
Sounds
do
good.
2 as well. I guess I'll take the second watch.
Okay, so Orikai is taking first watch alone.
Marcelo will join Orikai.
Okay.
Like he
Yeah, we'll double up
it's-
watch. I'll do a watch with Carrie.
Ember?
Sorry,
Yeah.
is Orikai a he
Ember.
or a she?
Orikai is comfortable with all pronouns, so any pronouns.
Okay.
All of the above.
Look at him.
Or
Like,
got
he,
his
cannot,
gender fluid.
he needs help. Yeah, I'll do the
Well,
watch.
maybe we might not have enough then to double staff.
That's fine. We'll handle it. We'll handle it one
watches.
at a time. We can just start with Orikai, and I'll just ask if anybody's joining Orikai. Sounds like Marcella is, so the two of them can
Okay.
make the check, and we'll figure out who does the next one. The way this works is simple perception checks while you observe around. Obviously, you can do whatever you want during your long rest to flavor what your characters say or do. I only care about the perception check, and as you rule it, tell me the result. I'll be looking at my tables, and you guys can take it away in your own little theater if you want to talk to each other.
Okay.
Otherwise, perception checks.
So Orikai is gonna. Marcella, are you sitting beside Orikai, or are you watching in a different area? Like how are you doing
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, next to you.
Okay. So Orikai is gonna turn to you and ask, "Oh, you're out here to save someone. Who are they to you?"
Yeah, my mother. She used to offer divination, as much as we need it in these moments, to the people in the city. No, she's saved me when I was little. Really likely on the same thing I have to say right now. All hack. As I say that, you see like Marcela takes out of her backpack like a withered hand, really like dry, like a mummy hand, more or less.
Like human remains or smaller? Oh, or like hag-like.
Hag-like.
Oh, so much
you
bigger
know, like,
than humans. Yeah, long fingers.
Yeah, but you know, like the tribes that boil, no, like shrink heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something along those lines.
Shrunken hag trinket. Yeah.
Yeah. And she like if you allow it, I can help you with that, and I point out all your skin. You see like the long ugly nails start touching your skin, and you see like how like you can feel like the flow of your blood start focusing on that point, and you see like it start to be sucked by it. Cast remove curse.
Oh, nice.
What were you expecting? I curse him back.
Mordecai looks rather surprised at Marcella. You helped me. Why? What do you want?
We're in this together. Like, if you survive, it's more likely we all survive. There's something on you too. Like, it seems like we're gonna be close after this adventure.
I mean, we are traveling through hell together.
Pretty much. There's no more bonding experience than hell walking.
They look a little tense for a second before blurting out, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Just feel like her eyebrow rises a bit as you say it in a strange tone for her. But I was spacing out when you got to us. We are all looking for somebody's souls. What about you? Who are you looking for?
They hesitate for a second before saying, myself.
I think we're all on that. That journey is. But can you be more specific?
I harmed people. I lost myself to my grief once, and it didn't end well for anyone. And it was enough to send me here. I'm brought back, but my soul's still down there. I'd rather not get into any more of it right now. I don't really know you, but you helped me, so I owe you this much.
Thank you for sharing. Are you feeling okay?
No, of course not.
I hope we find it soon. I cannot imagine how odd must be feeling like not have your spark, I guess.
They nod and absent-mindedly touch their hairpin.
as you guys watch the ever-perpetual twilight of this place. For there is no setting or rising sun, no moon, no stellar objects to tell the passing of time. Exhaustion begins to settle on you, just as your eyes begin to sort of flutter towards sleep. The ranger's keen eyes spot a silhouette across the horizon. Flying high up in the air upon sharp-looking triangular wings is that same pterodactyl-like creature that you saw when you first arrived at this place. It is joined by others, a flock of 3-4 of them. As you watch them circle, one of them descends toward the basin, like as if diving for a fish beneath a lake. Diving head first with its beak-like head into another creature on the ground. You watch, some measure of horror as it impales itself into that fiend below, sort of latching to it like a leech, folding its wings around it. The creature from this distance shouts out an echoing cry of pain that sort of is half muted at this distance, but still audible. It impacts the ground, prone, no longer moving, and after a long 10-20 seconds, you can see it begin to sort of twitch and rise again. The wings that now sprout from out of its back, the creature latched onto it, animate, spreading wide and begin to flutter, lifting the whole creature up, and it is as if, like an angel ascending, this fiend with its new wings that it has gained is up airborne. Its arms are slack on either side of its body, its head is bobbing. The creature is dead, and yet the wings are animated. And with that, this amalgamation of two creatures sort of flies along with the rest of the flock into more mist and haze beyond the horizon, behind a cliff, out of vision. That's what you guys witness, the most eventful thing throughout your rest, aside from your conversation, before the time comes to take the next watch.
Pass to the next one.
Okay. Who do we wake for next watch?
The next watch is another 2 hours, correct?
It's however you guys decide, but yeah, if you don't want to suffer any penalties from lack of long rest, it's 2 hours, yes.
Okay. So, Orakai can take second watch as well.
Okay.
I'll wake up Amber.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Amber will take second watch.
Okay. Just give me a perception check if you want to keep an eye out of events and...
Oh yeah. How's your perception?
I just got a nat 20.
Hell yeah.
Converse
should I roll
means
as
yourself.
well, or is it just her?
One of you, both of you, one of you with advantage with a help action, really your choice. 20 is
I'm
pretty
happy
great.
to just rock with the nat 20, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't see any reason to.
Sounds good. I'll be making some rolls on my end. You guys confer some minutes yourself if you wish. BRB.
I haven't seen you since I heard about your sibling passing, so I guess now would be an interesting time to share my condolences. I guess we're in the hells, but I was really sorry to hear it.
Orakai winces at the mention of Naris. Thank you. It's been hard.
I can only imagine. I'm really sorry. Does it get any... Well, I imagine the grief is always there.
They nod as they unthread their hairpin and twist it between their fingers. So,
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna offer. I used to go to a bunch of boring formal events, and I can do kind of a mean updo with your hairpin if you want.
Sure, just don't break it. It's all I have.
Oh, I won't. Trust me. She'll kind of twist up Orikai's hair and maybe mold some stone into pins that actually hold it in place, and then gently place her treasured pin.
Thank you. I don't remember you traveling with anyone besides us.
Yeah, no, it's just me, and sometimes I summon Thea, but not all the time. She's my earth elemental friend.
They nod, giving Amber a soft smile.
As you guys exchange... Oh, go for it.
Oh, I think last time we were hanging out, I told you about my dad, who is the reason I'm kind of wolfy or whatever. He's a lycanthrope. He's who I'm looking for down here, because I think he honestly just got away with some gambling, and he lost a bad bet, and he's stuck down here somewhere. So
He bet his soul?
I think addiction is a mental illness. It doesn't make rational sense.
I've made a lot of terrible decisions since my twin's death, but that? Yeah, I can see why you have to look for him. I'm sorry for what it's worth.
Thanks. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just cleaning up his mess just for him to make it again, but I'm hoping for better.
You have better faith in people than I do, that's for sure.
It's weird, being in the Hells. Obviously, it's really gross and dismal, but I also feel it's making me feel better about all these people around us. Everyone kind of seems at least they're not terrible people, which you can't even always say about people, back up above, if that's what you want to call it, if that's the direction it's in, whatever.
I wouldn't say I'm a good person by any means, but I appreciate it.
Well, I mean, you helped us against things that were attacking us, and you seem interested in us not dying, even if it's for your own causes. But if the impact is good, doesn't matter what the intent is.
My twin liked you, they say.
I liked your twin. And I like you. And she'll just settle in and kind of play with the dirt.
And they're just giving her a curious look. They're clearly trying to figure her out, and he can't really do it.
As you continue sharing in this somber silence, far below, battle and war rages still. Even if your hearts are still. The scene below, as you witness the ground erupt once more as a gargantuan worm-like creature roars, you realize it's fighting perhaps a dozen or so soldiers at the basin with infernal armor that has been sort of corrupted at places with this greenish crystal sort of encrusting it. They are still in formation, still heeding blind commands to fight on. They face off against this mighty worm-like creature as it takes half of them out. flinging bodies here and through, eventually managing to engorge itself, this worm, in 3-4 bodies, taking the fourth one beneath the ground with it and vanishing out of sight. The remaining lost squadron scrambles in chaos. They form up and continue their march into the haze to battle. You remain safe at the borders of the slough as 1 hour, 2 more come to pass. You don't feel any more of the chaos affecting you, confirming that you're far enough away from the demonic cure for it to affect you here. The last 4 hours of the party's rest, I would say, are equally as peaceful. Unless Kael wants to take watch with somebody, you would be spending the last of your watch in that somber silence with your thoughts.
When it reaches the 2 hours, I'm going to go wake someone else up. Probably gonna go to Kael.
Okay.
I will stand my watch alone.
Okay.
As I peer out over the slough, hoping that I can find the skill to find my dear Toma.
As you reflect upon Tama, the memories therein, you look onto the center of this place, where you were pointed out before, the grand lake. And in this somber moment, as you focus your senses, you swear you hear the faintest thump, 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 thinking, oh, maybe it's your heart. It's not. Doesn't match your rhythm. Something else, bigger, deeper, at the center of this place beats, as if calling you. In fact, go ahead and make me that perception check. With a 21, as you focus onto the center of the lake, with each beat of this heart-like rhythm, you see rings undulate outwards from the center of the lake, and they reverberate throughout the other bodies of Ikor, throughout this entire basin, in this outwards ring, in that same rhythm. At the same time, the various crystal-like crystallises, the green pieces of rock, pulse with this beat from the center of this grandiose lake outwards. The thump, the thump, the thump. This very place is alive in some sort of way. Make of it as you will.
I will share that with my companions when we wake.
Okay. Come whatever is equivalent to dawn of rest here, even though there's no celestial bodies.
I have a question.
Set up.
So since I'm in my meditation, but I also lost my soul, does anything happen to me while I'm like plagued with nightmares of torture?
You witness what I described to you in private, and you are free to share that with your party if you will. I mean, the experience is horrifying, probably psychologically and such. How you react to it as a character is up to you. There's no mechanical things I apply, no penalties or anything. You still benefit from a rest. It's a roleplay thing.
Okay, good. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, party wakes. You all benefit from a completed long rest, uninterrupted by whatever would have probably interrupted it if you slept in the basin below.
Mordecai looks visibly shaken when she awakens from her meditation.
Juniper will notice this and like approach her and like place a hand on her shoulder and be like, "Are you okay, dear? You look shaken."
Mordecai is slightly tense at the touch, but allows it. Tears. I'd rather not get into it right now.
Well, I know we're in the hells, but you're safe with us. We have your back.
Yeah. I appreciate the sentiment.
Lovely. Is
there any-
everyone good to head back in?
I am.
I do, as Carrie, have to go in like 5 minutes.
I noted that,
So
yes.
if we wanted to story and say that she hangs back, or if we just want her to silently tag along, that's fine.
Usually when players are not around, I have them silently tag along.
Great.
Also, that being said, it is really up to the party to decide whether we want to continue from here, because we have 2 players who have to leave early. So we can just call it here and really continue from this point next session come Monday, which is less than a week away. Or we can continue without Carrie for as long as until Matt has to leave, and then call it session then. Up to you guys.
I'll say
Honestly,
call
I
it here.
Yeah, I think this is a good spot to like leave it
I
for
agree.
today.
Okay.
I'm happy either way.
It gives me some room next time to come in and everything.
With Rex by your side, please. Or-
Please tell
Bring
me
back. Let him,
Blazak.
let us know.
that you have survival as a skill.
Ooh, fresh out.
We're
Ew.
going to die.
I have
Hopefully.
survival, but I'm very bad. I've been rolling really bad in the beginning of this session.
Yeah, it happens.
I actually have it.
It's fine. It's a
Okay.
tough side quest. If you have to go, thanks for joining. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun. Welcome to the new players and characters. It was awesome.
I
This was awesome.
look forward to people doing more campfire time like this. Like I do enjoy when players sort of take it away. Take time to, between sessions, write any small things you want to discuss in character. It just makes fun moments like that.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.
Yeah, take care.
Other than
Bye.
that, does anybody else have questions about the session? Even though we didn't do much, I mean, we were limited on time, but still.
Not really. Like,
Mhm.
I think my only question is like for the party, like, what do you want to do next time? Do you want to try
Yeah.
to find the horn again, or wanna try to find Rex, or want to try to go directly to the phylactery?
So we
Like, either
definitely need to
way-
go up. Sorry.
No. You go ahead.
No, you continue. I didn't realize that you weren't done. Sorry.
It's because we still need to walk like several hours inside to find Thomas' phylactery. So I think it will be good if we get, because if we get like several afflictions like what you got, we are done.
We do still definitely need to find the phylactery, and we might be in a really bad state if we don't finish the contract.
Well,
I don't
the
think.
contract, the way the contract's worded, we just don't get paid.
Exactly.
I think that there is nothing
Yeah,
bad.
there's no punishment for us failing. He was pretty desperate. We were here.
I
So,
mean, and
the
I have
contract
locate
is-
object now, so that's it should make it easier.
Helpful.
That's funny.
Not all the time, but like during my long rest, I preferred it.
I was like, wow, if only your like patron was like a diviner or something, that'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
I
still
will-
waiting for my ledger and my penton.
You didn't send anything. You wrote in the ledger in blood, we need a ledger, and you didn't send anything. So it's,
Give me my freaking ledger.
you send a 25-word message. We need goggles of night and
Yeah.
3 health potions.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I received on my end, and then it's like, yeah.
Okay, that guy. I'm gonna talk with the manager. Okay.
We could see if they could send us some more of the potions that we drank. I mean, we can send them money, and it might not happen immediately, but it might be possible. We could. I mean, it always hurts. It never hurts to ask. It's definitely something that we have the ability to do.
Yeah, that's an option. I'll also point this out because you guys are level 11, and I'm surprised level 11 characters are capable of many things. Do you guys have no way of avoiding the corruption of the mud on the ground other than drinking the condensed water?
I do
Okay.
fly, but it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
If you are really flexible, plant growth. But it's only 100 feet. So 200
I mean,
feet.
Yeah.
We have 7,500 gold. I was going to request a couple items. They're like I don't think they're wondrous items. They're just like normal magical items. The boots of flying and a long bow of alarm.
So let me ask you a question. I need to know this as Dungeon Master. How do you differentiate wondrous items from magical items?
Oh, from what the player's handbook says is one.
Be like tags on it, I think, if it says it's wondrous or not.
Yeah.
Well, here's my impression from my years of running D&D. I've always used this. Wondrous item, magical item mean the same thing. If an item is wondrous, does that give it something special other than magical?
It requires attunement.
Right.
And then I was wrong. The wing boots.
You're just talking about attunement. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, on D&D Beyond, the flying boots are a wondrous item, and the
So I will say this about regarding your patron. If you want to request an item from the patron, there's a very specific list of things they have on hand ready for you immediately. It's very convenient, but it's a bonus still, right? Anything else that you are requesting is essentially same preview to the same sort of logic of you go into a city, you go into a market, and you're looking for a specific item. Maybe luck is on your side depending on your dice rolls. Maybe luck is not on your side and you can't find it. The patron cannot just manifest items out of nothing, right? So there might be a chance of that the items you're looking for are just not available if they're on that list. But I will say without spoilers that if you save your gold, those opportunities will be in the future. Just I won't say when and where. But that being said, worst case scenario, if you at level 11 have no spells, items, or anything that can resist this, risk it. Adventure is all about risk. It's all about going, being afflicted, and dealing with that hurdle as it comes. It's not the game over. This effect will not kill you, I'll say that outright, even though it's a little bit above the table, because that's just straight up not fun. I don't aim as a dungeon master to just kill my players. It is a hurdle to overcome or embrace. Thankfully only tied to this slew.
Yeah.
I have hand-waved a lot of like game-ending effects that the module recommends. Like just as an off-the-cuff example of things I hand-waved is, while you're in Avernus, every day or hour of travel, I don't remember. I think it's every long rest or something. You rule a charisma saving throw or become outright lawful evil. I'm like, cool. So I like me some player agency, so no to that, right? Like I try and keep away from those. Yeah, I get why some DMs might run it, and I would love it as a player because I know I can roleplay as a chaotic evil player, but I don't force my players to change their alignment, or I don't put a game over screen for them because they failed a check like 4 times or something, you know? Yeah. I mean, vulnerability sucks, I agree, but it's not game over, because especially when you have frontliners to protect you, don't receive damage. But I guess we'll figure it out next session. I suppose we'll come up with a plan. You guys have less than a week to text each other, come up with a plan of what to do, and we'll figure it out.
I did think of a question. So the slew only affects us if we're on the ground?
So far, right? You can operate on what you know. I know you guys did not try anything else. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You guys rested outside of the crater, and it seemed to like not affect you anymore, right? So, theoretically, I don't see why it's not a sound theory to be like, where if we are high enough to catapult ourselves to the Eco Lake, then we can, we can survive this. But the reason why you're morphing like this is because you're trudging through this mud. You're trudging through the Eco, through the permeation of this place.
Okay, guys, I have to go. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's fine.
But thank you so much, Tom. Yeah. Take
No
care,
worries.
guys.
See you Monday,
Take
or
care.
whatever it is in Australia.
Exactly.
Bye.
All right, guys. Hey, we can chat over it over the weekend and see if we can come up with some plan.
So, Matt, just to establish, you really, 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 really want Boots of Flying, huh?
I mean, it was on the list of things that I was eventually going to get anyway.
Okay. It's just like,
But-
squishy egg, ew, laurels, ew. Boots of Flying, though. I hear you. I'll make a note.
Well, squishy egg. I mean, I'm seasoned enough to know that there are dangerous items here that can make me lose myself. That can, you know what I mean?
I don't. I discourage my players from operating on assumptions, even if you are operating on your prior experience. Mostly because,
Well, the-
Dungeon Masters run
K-
games different, yeah.
Kael is seasoned enough an
Uh-huh.
adventurer to know that one, Avernus is incredibly dangerous.
Correct.
That there are things like cursed items, and if there was ever going to be extremely dangerous things, they're going to be in a pit of a demon war that has been raging for practically eternity.
Kael is
And
getting
I
bad vibes from these items. I absolutely justify that. That's very valid.
Yeah.
I'm just not confirming what you're saying, though.
No, of course.
Because-
And so, because I don't have a way to know if a good item is good or bad, he's just gonna kind of operate that, absent somebody saying, no, that's actually okay. I'm just going to assume that they're bad, if that makes sense.
You can play your character however you wish. If you want to be risk avert, fine. Okay. I'll ask for feedback then. If you were Dungeon Master and you want your players to interact with the environment, even if it's a hostile, dangerous environment, you want them to interact with it, because a story driven by a bunch of no's goes nowhere. The game is yes and, right? If you want your players to explore items and have them use them and stuff, what would you do to encourage that? Say, with a squishy egg. How can I, not convince is the wrong word, but how can I encourage somebody like Kael, who's cautious and stuff, to be not outright say no to every item encountered? Because we can absolutely go through this adventure with characters like Kael saying no. I will tell you that story-wise, you will be missing out on over half this module.
I guess,
I don't want to force Kael to be first, to go against his intuition, obviously. If an item feels wrong, don't use it. I just want to know what Kael wants and what he would use, because that's the point of these temptations that I'm placing before you, whether they're good or bad.
I would say that if it looks useful and it doesn't look like it's going to hurt him.
Squishy
And
ball that emits farts. How do I make this appealable to you?
Well, you didn't say what it was emitting, and so I assumed
as a dungeon master, what would you do? Yeah.
If it was toxic or something like that, I was like, whoa. Yeah. I don't he wouldn't do anything. He wouldn't do anything that would hurt people, that would put him in a position that he would hurt his friends, basically. And I mean, he's not going to pick up a hand grenade.
I hear you. I did not describe this item as a hand grenade. I did not describe this item as toxic. I described it in a mysterious, unknown reason because the player did not do anything beyond I poke it with a stick, right? I was like, it's squishy. That's what you learn from it. Here's its color. Here's its feel. Here's what you feel when you touch it. So I'm trying to see like what more can I do as a dungeon master to be like, if there is anything more that I can do as a dungeon master, or am I just reacting appropriately to like this is the minimal interaction you want to have with the item. This is your test of whether it's safe or not. You don't want to do anything beyond that, right?
Yeah, I completely understand what you're saying. I will.
My character might be able to help a little bit because a wizard coming in can identify, detect magic, and kind of give maybe a little bit of insight to something. But someone does have to pick it up and take it. But
I need to know if I missed anything as a dungeon master, if I mishandled anything in that situation.
From my perspective, no.
Okay.
I guess it I don't think so. Kael just thought the rage he's talking about rage, and I get it. But and then I thought it was dangerous, so I said I thought both of those things were dangerous, so it seemed like they were. That's how I played it. So
okay, as long as we're on the same page of, because I don't want to keep repeating this, but it is something that happens across all campaigns I ever run, is I discourage my players from operating purely on assumptions, because from my experience, player assumptions are very interesting, and it's curious to see how you guys work. You guys are wrong 80% of the time. Like, I think it comes from like maybe a place of like players like used to like a DM versus players like mindset of like, I'm trying to kill you guys. I'm trying to like do gotcha traps and stuff. I'm like, I'm no, like.
I might have a little player PTSD myself. Like, I've played more like less risk averse, and like in a past campaign, I put on a glove and it literally killed me the second I put it on.
So I promise you, I will never fucking do that. Like, I don't know how else to say this. That's like not cool, man. Mind you, you shouldn't like put on items without investigating them. You should probably find out what they do beyond eye poking with a stick. This is what the party is for, 6 people so you can investigate. I will never make a fucking Ivan is not here, but he would remember. Like I was in a campaign with him where the module was like, the party picks up an item and it's a piece of the sun, so it explodes along with the entire cabin, and all 6 players, they're all dead. And I was like, this sucks. But then I found out like it was part of the actual like, oh cool, like now we're in the afterlife, we're ghosts, we have to like haunt this house and find out how to revive ourselves. So that encounter was exceptional. If it serves a purpose, that's the only reason I would ever do that. I still doubt I will ever do that, because that sucks. I don't know what else to say. Like that.
I was just like, I don't know. I kind of. So Kael's not that bright.
Okay.
But he has some wisdom and some stuff that he's learned, right? And so I'm kind of. He's not very inquisitive, because I think that is an attribute of intelligence. You know what I mean?
I got you, baby.
Sure.
I'll be there.
And so, new things like that, I would think that years of being being a battle-hardened fighter, one of the lessons is those who dare win, but you don't take foolish chances.
Don't take foolish chances. Lean into your strengths. Whatever your character's strength is. You're like, I'm not very insightful. I don't get people. Maybe you get animals better. I don't know. Whatever you want to do with
I do get animals better. I have pretty decent animal handling.
Lean into the things your character can do. Try not to assume, because assumption is like, that's not insight. It's not skill you're using to like ascertain information. It's damaging you, like, if anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so just something to keep in mind. And also, like, above the table, as a dungeon master, I don't want to make encounters that like where nothing happens, right? I find that if I do a whole bunch of those, then we just spent like 3 hours, and we look back and it's like, it was fun, but we encountered like remember like session 1, we did the whole like rough weather on the boat, and I was like, you guys are under the roof. I love the session, but if I had to rerun it and improve it, I'll be like, I should have just ran 3 rounds of that and be like, you guys are under the roof. You've not outperformed. You've solved this. Like you're in shelter. Kael is in the bowels of the boat. You have taken the right route to avoid this encounter. Let's move on. Instead of me rolling into a 6th round of like, and nothing happens. I don't want to have like you search, you find something, you don't interact with it, we move on sort of thing. Too often.
Okay.
That makes sense.
That's all. Of
One
course.
thing I didn't do
Yeah.
that I should have, I would have been like, hey, this is interesting, guys. Come take a look at this.
Precisely. Involve the other party
did not
members.
do
If
that.
if you don't have the skill to do that, moving on, maybe involve the other people.
Because that's something
yeah.
Kael would absolutely do. He would lean on the prowess of his
Mhm.
companions to help him, because he
If you
knows.
Yeah.
if you do that, Odakai will absolutely mess with it.
Also, when I describe things like, oh, Kael finds this item, it's not like a secret. Like, I know some DMs like imply that it's like, oh, I'm just doing a one-on-one with you. I don't like that. I don't like one-on-ones with players unless I specifically say like, oh, you hear whisper, only you hear. When I just need somebody to lead the role, right? But this happens to the entire party. So if anybody wants to like butt in and be like, oh, I would probably take an interest in this, unless it specifies for some whatever reason that you're not in a room, you're in the room, right? So you don't have to wait for me to say anything.
Yeah, Odakai just wanted to see what the other party members would do. The only one that they had a basis for was Amber.
Fair enough. I guess with all that, I always appreciate any other feedback you guys have for me at the end of session. Other than that, I'm gonna start letting people go if you have to. I'll be hanging out here off record, just vibing, playing some of that good old Expedition 33.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that,
This
thank you for
session was
joining.
really fun. I just want to mention that.
If anything
I really enjoyed it.
else I need to do, Abby, let me know to sort of help you out. Do let me know.
Thank you so much for pivoting. I really appreciate it. I wasn't sure if it was going to work, the roll 20, and unfortunately it did not.
What doesn't work?
The roll 20 thing with my screen reader.
Well, it is an image, so I don't think it will be doing a very good job reading anything off here. We're using a whole bunch of images, yeah.
That's why I was rolling with my dice. In the future, do you want to hear my dice rolls, or do you just want me to report them the way I did?
You can report them the way you did. I trust my players. If you cheat in D&D, you're only cheating yourself. Like, it's fine. Just, your spells, your dice. I don't know your sheets, guys. I don't have the fortune of being a player for too long. I have no idea what level 11 characters even look like. So if anybody, bye whoever left, if anybody...
Those Mads.
Okay, if you're casting a spell, feel free to flavor it. If you're doing attack stuff, feel free to flavor it. If you're doing an ability off your sheet, read it out to me or post it in chat. I would prefer it if you read it out to me. You read it out to me, you read it out to the rest of your party. The rest of your party knows how you operate too. Stuff like that. If your text-to-speech reader reads something to you and you want to do a quick summary to me of what you're doing, that really helps me too. But yeah, whenever your text-to-speech gives you the dice result, just let me know what the rule was. Yeah, we'll make it work.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that what I was doing was sufficient.
And if I ever give handouts to the party and I forget for whatever reason to give you a description of it, do let me know. I am pretty sure I have everything the party has so far in our Discord threads for inventory tracked. And if we find anything else, I'll be adding stuff in there. But for this session, I don't think anybody picked up anything. The laurels we passed on, the orb of farts we passed on.
No, we picked up the fan.
Yeah, I need to make a handoff for the fans, but Ivan has that. He's pretty good with his notes. It's essentially you wave it and it does damage in a cone towards certain fiends. But I'm sure Marcella can explain it in characters since she reads Infernal so well. Yeah.
Well, with that, thank you for your time tonight, folks, and you guys have a great night. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Good night.
Hell yeah, man. Take
I
care.
gotta be up at 4 in the morning.
Brutal.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know how that is, but me, it's completely causing insomnia.
Yep. So have a good night.
Thank you.
Have a good one, man.
Nice night.